Edie, John Smith has been pioneering the construction of hemp houses in New Zealand. His background's been in residential, commercial and industrial real estate after completing a diploma in urban valuation at Auckland Architecture School, but he saw the light some 14 years ago, moved to Taranaki for a lifestyle change and some retirement. For the last 5 years, he has been a walking and talking billboard for hemp products from superfoods, homes and construction to industrial landscaping. So ladies and gents, please do welcome to the stage, John Smith.
All right, we think we might have found another solution to the housing crisis. We're not going to tell you how to save your money or how to buy somewhere cheap, but, and this is the sticky part, for this idea to work, you'll need a lot of hemp.
Before you freak out that we're encouraging drug use, it's hemp, it's not marijuana. We sent Hayden Jones to check out what could be the country's first hemp house.
Quite like digging, don't you?
James Lowe, aged 1, doesn't get another bloke to dig his holes. He does it himself.
It's a digger.
He's a DIYer. So are his parents, Matt and Melissa. Nearly 2 years ago, they spotted this section in the classifieds and decided to live on site and build a house.
Working on it weekends and whenever the time's available since August last year, so getting to a point now where we're pretty keen to move in.
Where are we going, over here?
Matt's understating just how patient his partner Melissa has been.
They tell me all good things take time.
They've been eating, sleeping, living in these four walls for nearly 2 years now. James has lived his entire life here, all 18 months.
I told Matt that I didn't want to live in the shed for 2 years.
I haven't got time to watch TV, I've got to build the house.
I think it's the 12th of December, it'll be coming up 2 years.
Get the house built for you, James.
Just metres away is their brand new house. It's made of hemp. They believe it's the first hemp house in New Zealand.
So having nice thick walls has always been a bit of an appeal.
The hemp is stuck on the exterior walls and covered with a plaster, also made of hemp.
Looking at natural products and trying to utilise what we can.
So this is hemp housing New Zealand style, and all in all they say it's pretty good, it's good for the environment, it's cost effective, keeps you warm in winter. But there is one thing we should probably talk about, hemp houses, you can't smoke them. Don't even try.
Need a doobie the size of a telephone pole if you wanted to try and get high on our hemp.
Man cave?
Man cave.
This is Greg Flavel's show shed, made of hemp. He sells the stuff.
That's how we bring it in from Europe, 15 kg compressed bales.
A legal drug dealer, you could say.
Buddy, you get on the hemp path, you will never get off. You will never get off.
He's quite a salesman.
We're like 50 to 75% less in running costs.
Greg says hemp costs about the same as brick, but will save you plenty in heating.
170 square metre home, this country might cost you about 150 bucks a month in power. One of our babies here, about 50.
New Zealand's second hemp house could actually be finished before the first. It's also in New Plymouth.
All good things take a little bit of effort.
Robert Edie is building it himself with some professional help.
The builders are there putting up the shuttering, and the rest of us are mixing it and bucketing it in and tamping it down, and it's actually quite a reasonably fast process.
The hemp is moulded around traditional framing.
This ain't your average kitchen appliance.
The hemp comes from Holland. It's mixed with lime and water. Builder Dan Prentice says it's like making porridge. Consistency is key.
Yeah, a good, firm, consistent ball is what we want, just so it binds up.
A plaster of hemp and lime is put over the hemp wall. You can dye the plaster any colour you want, no painting. They love hemp here. They're eating it for lunch.
Like Vogels, you like this.
And drinking it.
Good.
Greg Flavel contends hemp homes kill your Wi-Fi, but they're also better for your health because they suck up CO2.
So every time we're breathing out that CO2, the walls are saying, give it to me, because they need it to carbonate, and they're sucking it in and taking all the toxins out of the air.
Greg recently sold half his business to an American firm. He says we can grow hemp and sell it to the world.
We believe we can be a huge export market from New Zealand. So one of our slogans on our Hemp Technologies global website is food, fuel, shelter, jobs, and maybe world peace.
Whatever the future, it can't come soon enough for Melissa.
Just all the space, it's going to be amazing.
Who is yearning a few of life's simple pleasures in her house made of hemp.
All right, we think we might have found another solution to the housing crisis.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today, and I'd like to thank all our sponsors, and it's been a magnificent day. I'm really happy to pull out the Global Award for hemp products. If you like Vogels, you'll like this. The Golden Globe Award goes to John Smith. Thank you, Red Sox, for putting the socks together When I was walking along the waterway this morning, I saw a whale, and I was walking along saying, this is going to be a whale of a day. And people were listening, and they saw the Hemp Summit bag while I was walking along and asking, what are you doing? Well, I'm John Smith, I'm at the Hemp Summit, and everyone is talking about it outside these walls. So thank you very much for the red socks, I've got them on. The internal atmosphere of a hemp house is unlike any other house that you're going to walk into. It's soundproof. Thank you. It has excellent sound quality. I don't need glasses, I'm going blind. It has a stable environment with exceptional thermal capacity. The wall itself is insulation. It is resistant to rodents, termites, and in Australia they've got a thing called the two-tooth borer. It'll just destroy your house, collapse it completely. It's fire resistant. This is it. You can hear me? This is a hemp brick and a hemp block. Hemp fibre mixed with hydraulic lime and water. By volume, it's approximately a third, something like Jamie's Oliver cookbook. I haven't done this before. Is there any fire extinguishers in here? Safety lighter again. But hey, this doesn't burn. A direct blowtorch on this will not burn. And that's the internal wall and the external wall. Anyone want a catch? It's not heavy. Okay, guys, for a second, just pat yourselves on the back for being here. You know, you've got to turn up first, don't you? You know, 6 months ago, I nearly didn't. But I won't go into that story, but I'll tell you personally later. Okay, the walls you've seen on the video. Oh, I've got this, haven't I? The walls you've got, Hemp Tech, that's Greg, you saw him before. These walls here are 200 to 300 millimetres thick. They're the internal wall and the external wall. And it's hemp plastered with the render. That's a breathing entity. Moisture can travel through the wall and breathe. Unlike any other product that you have on the market, it solves the problem of probably 5 or 6 different components in building, and it's all in one. Hemp houses are basically traditional in design, but if you've got the money, go for it. Get a good architect. Do some design. Put it to the council. In Taranaki, New Plymouth Council has approved 4 houses, so the precedent has been set in New Zealand. But if you have a problem in any of your councils in your local areas, just mention Agenda 21. It's in the Code of Compliance of every council. And it was something that came up in UN in 1992 for sustainability and for environmental growth in the world. Rio de Janeiro, 1992, Agenda 21. Just pull that out of your back pocket when you're talking to council and they'll go, what? How do you know about that? The above ground foundations can be on concrete, which is recommended. Hemp does work better above ground. But if you wish, you can put it on timber joists with a timber floor. But before building, I recommend you get your engineer, get everybody in place quickly. Your consultant, your engineer, your architect, and ourselves. And we'll help you through the red tape. It's also good to start with a small, non-permit build. of approximately 10 square metres. Most councils will allow you, all councils in New Zealand will allow you to build that. It'll cost you probably between 5 and 10 grand to do so, but it will save you thousands in the project further down the track. Now, Grand Designs, Kevin McLeod in UK Grand Designs, he himself has done projects with hemp, and he has said, I have not discovered any other building product that can do so much. It is sustainable, it is low waste, it's easy on the machinery, there's no power cords throughout the site. Personally, it's a hands-on satisfaction in building a house and knowing that it's something you've created with your hands, unlike any other style of building. Hemp is the next generation product that we as passionate hempsters will be introducing to our children, who will be picking up on our ideas as role models. I look forward in the future to be meeting with you individually and discussing any ideas, and I'm happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Can I get another massive round of applause for John as Richard brings over a small token of our appreciation for you, John?